So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a give to counter. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept...
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what. Yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. In the backfield, he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This is White on the screen. Up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
13-yard line.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 2nd and 9. Throwing is McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Well, that blitz had no problem finding its target, did it? Zone blitz. So the defensive linemen drop out instead of rushing the quarterback, and you replace them with linebackers or safeties. Throws off.
The Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got from the gun a give to counter. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
12 yards. That's good.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They run behind center with Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Peyton Turner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And now the punter, Tressway, as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Mason. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. And he's got this to Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's going to go down again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end.
Complete to John Bates. A loss of a yard.
Now Daniels.
2nd and 11.
Over the middle here to Brown. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And now out comes Minnesota. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
17 more yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the give, it's Mason. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go again with Mason. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy.
He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
16 yards. And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Washington first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
10 more yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Daniels going to try to sneak.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To the air with McCarthy. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Douglas. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's got Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 29. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
A gain of
the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there. But it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down.
And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go.
Second down, goal to go.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. He'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
There it is. 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He'll try.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And inches at the 35-yard line.
On play action. Now McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hawkinson.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
14 yards.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Mason going to get it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Right back to Mason. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. That's down the field for Jefferson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing is McCarthy. He finds Douglas complete.
A gain of 6. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll hand it to Mason.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 3rd down and 10.
A 1-yard loss.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Minnesota,
They're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise, in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
With winter fast approaching on this December afternoon, AFC East rivals set to renew acquaintances at MetLife Stadium. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it's coming up next. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, the coach of the Dolphins. His guys have been forced to soldier on even though they have just 2 wins at this point of the year. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. These division games, so important this time of year. So strap in as the Dolphins and Jets get underway in the NFL rivalry series. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. That is left side and taken in by Allen. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
That's good for a Jets. First down.
On play action, here's Minshew. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another Jets. First down.
Off the play fake, it's Minshew. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Zach Sealer getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. A give. Here's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
Down at the 42-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Minshew. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
34 yards. That's another.
Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. That is Josh Uche in there to drop him. That's a huge loss on 1st and goal.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal?
It's now 3rd and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Keenan.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along, but that's a good 3 points to start this game.
On the return, Malik Washington. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the 4th quarter, this thing's within one score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now, after the play, they'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to run as the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Dolphins and Jets meeting for the 2nd time here. One of the many rivalries the NFL is highlighting this season. And you think about this rivalry, quarterbacks who took their teams to title, and they're in the Hall of Fame. Broadway Joe Namath, Bob Greasy, and Don Shula on the sideline for so many of these games, including the Dan Marino fake spike that was in a Dolphins-Jets game in the old stadium that was right across the parking lot. The Jets have had their moments at the sack exchange in the 80s, Curtis Martin later on, and now this version of these two teams head-to-head one more time.
It's a gain of 9.
On the ground, this is right. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Jets have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here come the Jets. They are wearing their NFL. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They put Pickens in motion. going to be falls in. He's got it. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing is Minshew. They'll set up the screen to Hall. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run. They're going to force this team to snap it again on third down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. We'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And he will score. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, Jets. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets are on top. It's now 10-7.
Dolphins 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. Set to go now on first and 10. as we are ready to get back underway. On the jet sweep, here comes Atwell. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Willis now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Dolphins.
A shotgun handoff to Wright. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Wright. He's to the 10. And he'll take this one in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Miami. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Dolphins are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jets offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Minshew. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Minshew. That one caught by Wilson. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Here's Willis. Towards the middle, and that's Tolbert. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
A gain of 22 yards.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Another Dolphins first down. A gain of 14.
Atwell sent in motion here.
First down.
He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's another.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Dolphins.
To throw, here's Willis. That one out wide for Wright. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing, Willis. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
It's a gain of
from the 1. 2nd and goal. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. There you see Jets head coach Aaron Glenn, his guys set for their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Now Minshew. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, Minshew. He'll step up and run. And a nice run and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
That's a gain of 8.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's 3rd and 2. Minshew gonna look to throw. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down.
From the gun, here's Minshew. He'll step up and run this. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. And the Jets have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. 2nd and 11. Back is Minshew. Moving outside the pocket.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it into reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd down and 3. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. They'll run. This is Hall. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is fourth down.
Only a yard. It's fourth down.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Short pass taken in by the tight end. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
The 31-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Willis. Good shot, caught by Tolbert on the slant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They put Pickens in motion.
First down.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Colts in the AFC South. And here's the 3-time All-Pro, DeAndre Hopkins. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Colts win a barn burner, plenty of points to go around, but they come out on top. With that, let's give you a look at the rest of the action this week around the league. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Half midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
36-yard line.
You can almost hear the conversations on the sideline. So they spend the halftime talking about, we can't let up. We've got to come back and extend our lead here to start the second half. And they come out and get a huge boost with a terrific kickoff return.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Quick throw here. It is caught by Tolbert. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. And the Dolphins First down.
Willis. He takes off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
14 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 14.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Kamara. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A carry here for Wright. Oh, so elusive. Even down near the goal line, doesn't quite get in. But his guys are set up, first and goal. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Gordon will take this in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. And the drive will begin there. There you see Jets head coach Aaron Glenn, his guys set for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Play action now with Minshew. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. A forward at the Lions, Chop Robinson in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
At the 45-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
First down.
Here's Minshew now on first and 10. That's taken in by Jennings. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
To throw once more. Here's Minshew. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Willis now to throw. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run with Wright. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. To throw is Willis. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
37 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Brought down back at the 27.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On the give, it's Wright. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
At the 16-yard line. 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
Willis to throw. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 1st down, here's Minshew. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Jets 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Minshew. They'll set up the screen to Hall. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. To the air once more is Minshew. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Minshew can look to throw again. To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and ball and take the snap.
Now, faking the give. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Atwell sent in motion here. To throw, here's Willis. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jets offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We're going to go play action now with Minshew. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Well, rookie out of Michigan, Kenneth Grant. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Open man is Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Minshew. 22 yards for pickup there. And the Jets have a first down.
22 more yards. That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Tyrell Dodson on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
The shotgun, a throw from Minshew. Crazy. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Jets first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive.
And he'll take it on in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will up the lead to 5.
Makes the score Jets 33, Dolphins 28.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Washington now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Head up. This is right. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Willis now to throw. That one out wide for Wright. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
And it's third down.
On third down, they go with Wright. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Big play coming up. This is third down. Now Willis. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jarvis Brownlee. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Rasul Douglas on the tackle.
From the 46. Here's second down and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, here's Minshew. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. 6.
Out of bounds just short of midfield.
To throw, Minshew. He's got his man. Complete. Catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5.
At the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
Again, here's Hall. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Third down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. First down picked up. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They give to Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Now Minshew. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, New York. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5.
Touchdown pass of this ball.
Dolphins 28.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. Here's 1st and 10. Willis. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Dolphins.
They put Pickens in motion.
A gain of 14.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Atwell. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And the Dolphins first down. A gain of 29 yards. And the Dolphins
Willis to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Makes the score Jets 40, Dolphins 35.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as he'll try an onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
The Jets offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time.